Ever thought about the celebrities who have stirred up more dislike than admiration? In Hollywood, some stars have managed to attract a significant amount of negativity, often due to their behavior, controversial statements, or public scandals. These individuals have faced backlash from fans and critics alike, leading to a reputation that overshadows their achievements. For instance, certain actors have been involved in high-profile feuds, alienating colleagues and fans with their attitudes. Others have made headlines for their reckless behavior, leading to public outrage. Some have even faced accusations of misconduct, which have tarnished their images and turned audiences against them. As we explore this list, it becomes clear that the reasons for their unpopularity vary widely. From on-set drama to off-screen controversies, these stars have left a mark on Hollywood that many would rather forget. Their stories serve as a reminder of how quickly fame can turn into infamy and how public perception can shift dramatically. In 1921, Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle became embroiled in a scandal that would change the course of his life and career. The incident began when Virginia Rapp, a young actress, attended a party hosted by Arbuckle in San Francisco. Shortly after the party, Rapp fell ill and died, leading to a media frenzy. Arbuckle was accused of manslaughter, with allegations suggesting that he had caused her death through violent means. The public was quick to judge, and Arbuckle's reputation suffered immensely as the story spread across newspapers. The case went to trial 3 times, with each trial revealing different aspects of the events that transpired that night. The first 2 trials ended in hung juries, indicating that the evidence was not strong enough to convict him. Finally, in the 3rd trial, Arbuckle was acquitted of all charges. Despite his exoneration, the damage to his career was significant. The scandal overshadowed his previous success as a silent film star, and he struggled to regain his footing in Hollywood. Arbuckle's story serves as a cautionary tale about the impact of public perception and the media's role in shaping narratives, especially in the world of entertainment. Described as a nightmare to work with by director Kevin Smith, Bruce Willis has garnered a reputation that some find hard to overlook. Smith openly shared his experience, calling it soul-crushing, which highlights the challenges that can arise when collaborating with such a high-profile actor. This sentiment is echoed by other directors who have voiced their frustrations regarding Willis's unwarranted and misguided input about their directing styles. These complaints suggest that Willis may not always respect the creative vision of those he works with, leading to tension on set. The combination of these experiences paints a picture of an actor who, despite his immense talent and success, can create a difficult working environment. This has led to a growing perception among some in the industry that working with him may not be worth the potential hassle. As stories like these circulate, they contribute to the narrative of Willis as one of the more challenging stars in Hollywood history. During the 1990s, Val Kilmer gained a reputation for being difficult to work with. This perception was not just a rumor, it was echoed by notable directors like John Frankenheimer and Joel Schumacher. They expressed their frustrations with Kilmer's behavior on set, which often stemmed from his intense focus on acting. Kilmer's dedication to his craft sometimes clashed with the broader concerns of the films he was involved in. This led to a situation where he appeared willing to jeopardize the financial success of projects in favor of his artistic vision. His approach created tension and made collaboration challenging for those around him. While Kilmer's talent as an actor is undeniable, his reputation for being hard to manage has left a lasting mark on his career. Many in Hollywood remember him not just for his performances, but also for the difficulties that came with working alongside him. This complex legacy continues to shape how he is viewed in the industry today. Lucille Ball had a reputation for being a strong presence on set, often upstaging her fellow actors and cutting their screen time. This behavior led to mixed feelings among her peers. Many found her cold and sarcastic, which contributed to her complex image in Hollywood. Despite her sharp demeanor, those who knew her well often described her as a multifaceted individual. She was not just a comedic genius, but also a savvy businesswoman who played a significant role in shaping the television industry. Her ability to command attention and deliver memorable performances made her a beloved figure to audiences, even if some of her colleagues felt overshadowed. This duality in her personality created a lasting legacy, as she was both admired and criticized. Lucille Ball's impact on entertainment is undeniable, and her story reflects the complexities of fame and the challenges that come with it. Nicknamed Captain Jerk by his Star Trek co-stars, William Shatner has gained a reputation for his difficult behavior over the years. His attitude at conventions has often been described as overbearing, with reports of him shouting at fellow actors and fans alike. This behavior has not only affected his relationships with co-stars, but has also left a lasting impression on the Star Trek community. Many fans and colleagues have shared stories of their encounters with him, highlighting moments where his arrogance overshadowed his talent. Despite his iconic role as Captain James T. Kirk, Shatner's personality has sometimes overshadowed his achievements. His interactions at fan conventions, where he is expected to be gracious and engaging, have often turned sour. Co-stars have recounted instances where he would dismiss their contributions or make snide remarks, leading to a tense atmosphere. This behavior has contributed to a perception of him as someone who is hard to work with, making him a controversial figure in Hollywood. As a result, Shatner's legacy is a complex one, marked by both his significant contributions to science fiction and the negative impressions he has left on those around him. His journey through the entertainment industry serves as a reminder that talent alone does not guarantee a positive reputation. Accusations of anti-Semitism have surrounded Walt Disney, particularly due to his decision to invite Leni Riefenstahl to Walt Disney Studios shortly after the Kristallnacht, a violent anti-Jewish pogrom in Germany. Riefenstahl was a filmmaker known for her work that glorified the Nazi regime, and her films were used as propaganda to promote Hitler's ideals. The timing of her visit raised eyebrows, as many viewed it as a troubling endorsement of her controversial work. Evidence suggests that Disney admired Riefenstahl's filmmaking skills, which further fueled the accusations against him. Critics argue that this admiration reflects a deeper issue within Disney's character and beliefs. While Disney is celebrated for his contributions to animation and family entertainment, this aspect of his legacy complicates the narrative. The tension between his artistic achievements and these serious allegations continues to provoke discussion among historians and fans alike. The complexities of his character and the choices he made during a tumultuous time in history remain a point of contention. Described as a nightmare on set, Steven Seagal has gained a reputation that many in Hollywood would rather avoid. Known for his physically intimidating presence, he has often made cast members feel uncomfortable. His critical nature does not help his image, as he frequently expresses harsh opinions about others' performances. Comedian John Leguizamo shared a particularly alarming experience, recounting how Seagal once slammed him against a wall. This incident highlights the tension that can arise when working with him. Many actors have spoken about the challenges of collaborating with someone who can be so demanding and aggressive. Seagal's behavior has led to a perception that he is difficult to work with, making him one of the more controversial figures in the industry. His approach to filmmaking and interactions with fellow actors have left a lasting impression, often overshadowing his contributions to cinema. The stories surrounding him serve as a reminder of the complexities of Hollywood relationships. Public scandal erupted when Ingrid Bergman, a celebrated actress known for her talent and beauty, began an affair with Italian director Roberto Rossellini while still married to her first husband. This relationship shocked many fans and critics alike, as it broke the norms of the time. The affair became even more controversial when Bergman became pregnant and gave birth to a child out of wedlock. The public reaction was intense, with many feeling betrayed by the actress they once admired. Newspapers and magazines were filled with harsh criticism, and even the government expressed its disapproval. Bergman faced backlash not only from the public but also from her peers in Hollywood, who distanced themselves from her. The scandal overshadowed her career for a time, leading to a significant decline in her popularity. Despite her immense talent, the personal choices she made during this period left a lasting mark on her legacy, illustrating how personal lives can dramatically affect public perception. Remembered as America's beloved TV dad, Bill Cosby was a prominent figure in the entertainment industry for decades. He gained fame through his role in The Cosby Show, where he portrayed a loving father and husband, becoming a symbol of family values and humor. However, his legacy took a dark turn when he faced accusations of sexual assault from more than 60 women, with claims dating back to the 1970s. These allegations painted a troubling picture of a man who had once been celebrated for his contributions to television and comedy. In 2018, after a highly publicized trial, Cosby was convicted on 3 counts of sexual assault. The court sentenced him to up to 10 years in prison, marking a significant fall from grace for a man who had once been a beloved icon. The contrast between his public persona and the serious nature of the accusations against him has left many shocked and disillusioned, reshaping how he is viewed in Hollywood and beyond. Known for her diva-like behavior, Faye Dunaway has made headlines not just for her acting talent, but also for her controversial conduct on set. One of the most infamous incidents occurred during the filming of Mommy Dearest, where she reportedly slapped a fellow actor. This incident highlighted her reputation for being difficult to work with. Many have described her as demanding and temperamental, often verbally harassing her assistants. Such behavior has led to a tarnished image in Hollywood, where collaboration is key. Legendary actress Bette Davis did not hold back in her criticism, famously calling Dunaway the worst person in Hollywood. This kind of reputation can overshadow an actor's achievements, and for Dunaway, it has become a significant part of her legacy. Despite her impressive filmography and iconic roles, her behavior has left a lasting impression on those who have worked with her, making her a polarizing figure in the industry. Known for her strong opinions, Susan Sarandon has made headlines for her comments about fellow actresses, including the highly respected Meryl Streep. Sarandon's candid remarks have often been perceived as snarky, leading to a reputation that some find off-putting. Her willingness to speak her mind has resulted in strained relationships with co-stars and directors alike. In an industry where collaboration is key, her outspoken nature has sometimes overshadowed her impressive body of work. While many admire her talent and dedication to her craft, others feel that her comments can create unnecessary tension on set. This dynamic has led to a mixed perception of her among peers and fans. Sarandon's career spans decades, and while she has received numerous accolades, her controversial opinions have sparked debates about the impact of personal relationships in Hollywood. The complexities of her interactions with other actresses highlight the challenges of navigating fame and friendship in a competitive environment. Allegations of conflict surrounded Sybil Shepherd during her time on the hit show Moonlighting. Reports suggest that she had a tumultuous relationship with her co-star Bruce Willis. Their on-set disagreements became a topic of discussion, leading to speculation about the dynamics of their working relationship. The tension reportedly stemmed from differing work styles and creative differences, which made the filming process challenging. Writer Ken Lazebnik and showrunner Chuck Lorre did not hold back in expressing their views on Shepherd's behavior. They publicly criticized her, describing her as difficult to work with. This criticism highlighted the struggles that can arise in a high-pressure environment like television production. Despite her talent and success, these issues contributed to a perception of her as one of the more controversial figures in Hollywood. The combination of her alleged disputes with Willis and the negative comments from industry professionals painted a complex picture of her career during that period. His career took a significant hit after making anti-Semitic remarks during a DUI arrest in 2006. This incident shocked many fans and industry peers alike, leading to widespread condemnation. Following this, Mel Gibson became known for being incredibly sexist, with reports of his behavior towards women drawing negative attention. He was also involved in sending threatening phone calls to his ex-wife, which further tarnished his public image. These actions contributed to a perception of him as a controversial figure in Hollywood. Despite his earlier successes as an actor and director, including iconic films that showcased his talent, these incidents overshadowed his achievements. The backlash from the public and the industry led to a decline in his career opportunities. While he has attempted to make a comeback in recent years, the scars from his past actions remain, making him one of the most hated stars in Hollywood history. His journey serves as a reminder of how personal actions can impact professional life. Known for her striking performances and undeniable talent, Sharon Stone has also gained a reputation for her diva-like behavior, both on and off set. This reputation has led to her being one of the more controversial figures in Hollywood. Stories of her demanding nature and high expectations have circulated among industry insiders. One notable incident that contributed to her notoriety occurred when she was detained at a Utah airport. Reports suggest that she caused quite a scene over a checked bag, an event that she has publicly denied. This incident exemplifies the kind of drama that often surrounds her, reinforcing the perception of her as a difficult star. While many admire her for her work in films like Basic Instinct and Casino, others find her behavior off-screen to be off-putting. This duality in her public persona has made her a polarizing figure in the entertainment world, leading to her inclusion in discussions about the most hated stars in Hollywood history. The combination of her talent and her controversial behavior keeps her in the spotlight, whether for her performances or her antics. Gaining a reputation for using her beauty to manipulate others, Joan Crawford became a controversial figure in Hollywood. Her striking looks and talent helped her rise to fame, But behind the glamour, she sparked numerous problems with cast members. Many who worked with her described her as subtle yet manipulative, often using her charm to get what she wanted. This behavior led to intense rivalries, most notably with fellow actress Bette Davis. Their feud became legendary, marked by public insults and behind-the-scenes drama that captivated audiences. Crawford's ability to play the victim while undermining others added to her complex persona. Many in the industry found it difficult to work alongside her, as her actions often created a tense atmosphere on set. Despite her success, the darker aspects of her personality left a lasting impression, making her one of the most hated stars in Hollywood history. The stories of her manipulative tactics and fierce rivalries continue to intrigue and shock fans and historians alike. Montgomery Clift had a reputation for erratic behavior, even when sober. His struggles with personal anguish often spilled over into his work, creating a turbulent atmosphere on set. Colleagues and directors sometimes found it challenging to manage his unpredictable moods and intense emotional state. Clift's dedication to his craft was undeniable, but this passion sometimes manifested in ways that caused turmoil during filming. His performances were often deeply moving, yet they were shadowed by his inner demons. The pressure of fame and his own expectations led to a complex relationship with his roles, making it difficult for him to maintain stability. This turmoil not only affected his professional life, but also his personal relationships, as friends and family witnessed his battles. Despite his talent, the chaos surrounding him contributed to a perception that he was difficult to work with, leading to a legacy that is as much about his struggles as it is about his remarkable performances. During the filming of Boogie Nights, Burt Reynolds had a tumultuous relationship with director Paul Thomas Anderson. Despite the film's eventual success and critical acclaim, the set was often filled with tension. Reynolds, known for his strong personality, frequently swore at Anderson, creating a challenging environment for everyone involved. This behavior made life difficult for the crew, who had to navigate the friction between the actor and the director. Reynolds, who played the role of Jack Horner, was a seasoned star, and his experience sometimes clashed with Anderson's vision for the film. The disagreements were not just limited to creative differences, they often escalated into heated exchanges. This dynamic added a layer of complexity to the production, as the crew worked hard to maintain focus amidst the chaos. Ultimately, while Boogie Nights became a landmark film in Reynolds' career, the behind-the-scenes drama highlighted the difficulties that can arise when strong personalities collide in Hollywood. During the production of Spartacus, Kirk Douglas's behavior on set became a significant issue. He often clashed with the film's director, Stanley Kubrick, which created a tense working environment. Douglas was known for his strong personality and desire to have a say in the creative process. This meddling led to numerous problems, affecting the film's production schedule and overall atmosphere. Despite these challenges, Douglas later acknowledged Kubrick's talent as a director. He recognized that Kubrick had a unique vision and skill that contributed to the film's success. The conflicts between them, while problematic at the time, highlighted the complexities of working in Hollywood, where strong personalities often collide. Douglas's experience on Spartacus serves as a reminder of the challenges actors and directors can face when their creative visions do not align. The legacy of Spartacus remains significant in film history, showcasing both the brilliance of Kubrick and the determination of Douglas. Married multiple much younger women, Charlie Chaplin's personal life often drew as much attention as his films. He had relationships with several women who were significantly younger than him, including two who were just 16 years old at the time of their marriages. This aspect of his life sparked controversy and criticism, leading many to view him unfavorably. His romantic choices were not the only source of public scrutiny. Chaplin faced significant backlash during the political climate of the 1950s, particularly during the Red Scare. He was perceived as anti-American due to his political beliefs and outspoken views on social issues. This perception led to his being banned from re-entering the United States after a trip to England in 1952. As a result, he settled in Switzerland, where he lived for the remainder of his life. Despite his immense contributions to cinema, these personal and political controversies have left a complicated legacy that continues to provoke discussion. Known for her stunning beauty and iconic roles, Marilyn Monroe also had a reputation for being difficult to work with. This aspect of her personality often caused stress for her co-stars, including notable actors like Tony Curtis and Clark Gable. On set, she was frequently seen hiding in her dressing room, overwhelmed by nerves and anxiety. This behavior contributed to a chaotic working environment, as her emotional struggles sometimes led to delays in filming and tension among the cast and crew. Despite her immense talent and star power, her unpredictable nature made it challenging for others to collaborate with her. Many who worked alongside her found it hard to navigate her moods and the pressure she felt to perform. This complexity in her character adds a layer of intrigue to her legacy, as she remains a symbol of both glamour and the darker side of fame. The contrast between her public persona and private struggles paints a vivid picture of a woman who is both adored and misunderstood. Woody Allen is notorious for his creepy behavior and troubling history of relationships with underage girls. His personal life has often overshadowed his work as a filmmaker and comedian. One of the most controversial aspects of his life is his marriage to his 19-year-old stepdaughter, Soon-Yi Previn. This relationship sparked intense criticism and disdain from both fans and critics alike. Many people found it difficult to separate his artistic contributions from his personal choices, leading to a significant backlash against him. The public's perception of Allen has been shaped by these events, with many viewing him as a symbol of the darker side of Hollywood. His films, once celebrated for their wit and insight, are now often discussed in the context of his personal controversies. This has led to a complex legacy, where his artistic achievements are frequently overshadowed by the troubling aspects of his life. The ongoing discussions about his behavior continue to fuel debates about morality in the entertainment industry. Allegedly, Sylvester Stallone had a strict rule regarding his interactions with staff. Reports suggest that he required his employees not to look him in the eye when he entered a room. This unusual demand created a tense atmosphere on set, and in his workplaces, staff members were expected to back out of the room if he walked in, which many found to be an uncomfortable and demeaning practice. Such behavior led to significant discontent among his team. Over time, this environment resulted in lawsuits from former staff members who claimed unfair dismissal. They argued that the working conditions were intolerable and that they faced retaliation for speaking out about the treatment they received. Stallone's reputation took a hit as these stories circulated, painting a picture of a difficult and demanding boss. While he is celebrated for his iconic roles in film, this aspect of his personality has contributed to a more complex legacy in Hollywood. The combination of his on-screen toughness and off-screen demands has made him a polarizing figure in the industry. Known for her strong advocacy for her rights, Katharine Hepburn was a trailblazer in Hollywood. She took on roles that reflected her desire for liberation and independence, often portraying characters that challenged societal norms. However, her bold personality frequently led to clashes with producers and directors. Hepburn was not one to back down from a fight, and this fierce determination sometimes resulted in her being fired from projects. Yet, her talent was undeniable, and she often found herself rehired, proving that her skills outweighed the conflicts she created. Her willingness to stand up for herself and her beliefs made her a controversial figure in the industry. While some admired her tenacity, others viewed her as difficult to work with. This complex relationship with Hollywood contributed to her reputation as one of the most hated stars in history, despite her immense talent and contributions to film. Hepburn's legacy remains a testament to the struggles and triumphs of women in the entertainment industry. Famous for her diva behavior, Barbra Streisand has made a name for herself, not only as a talented singer and actress, but also for her demanding nature. She is known to control which side of her face can be filmed, insisting that cameras capture her best angles. This level of control extends to her interactions with staff, where she has been reported to demand that they turn and face the wall when she is present. Such behavior has led to a reputation that some find off-putting. Despite her immense talent and contributions to music and film, these quirks have contributed to her being viewed as one of the more controversial figures in Hollywood. Many people admire her for her artistic achievements, but her strict demands and diva-like tendencies have also drawn criticism. This duality in her public persona makes her a fascinating subject in discussions about celebrity culture and the expectations placed on stars. Known for his grumpy demeanor, Tommy Lee Jones has made quite an impression in Hollywood. His tough exterior often overshadows his talent as an actor. One notable incident that highlights his reputation occurred during an interview when he made a reporter cry. This moment shocked many, as it showcased his no-nonsense attitude and lack of patience for what he perceives as frivolous questions. Additionally, his time on the set of Batman Forever was marked by a tense relationship with co-star Jim Carrey. The two actors had very different approaches to their roles, which led to friction. While Carey is known for his energetic and comedic style, Jones preferred a more serious and grounded performance. This clash of personalities created an uncomfortable atmosphere on set, further cementing Jones's image as a difficult star. Despite these incidents, his talent cannot be denied. He has delivered powerful performances in various films, earning him critical acclaim and a loyal fan base. However, his reputation for being difficult to work with continues to follow him, making him one of the more polarizing figures in Hollywood. Labeled a homewrecker by the media, Elizabeth Taylor's affair with Eddie Fisher created a significant scandal in Hollywood. This relationship not only affected her public image, but also led to a painful falling out with her close friend Debbie Reynolds. The affair began when Fisher, who was married to Reynolds at the time, became involved with Taylor after the tragic death of Taylor's husband, Mike Todd. The media frenzy surrounding their romance painted Taylor in a negative light, branding her as the villain in a love story that captivated the public. The fallout from this affair was intense, causing a rift between Taylor and Reynolds that seemed insurmountable. However, fate had other plans. Years later, the two women unexpectedly met on an ocean liner, which provided a chance for reconciliation. This meeting allowed them to mend their friendship, showing that even in the world of Hollywood drama, forgiveness is possible. Their story remains a testament to the complexities of relationships in the spotlight. During the filming of the Royal Tenenbaums, Gene Hackman gained a reputation for being a difficult presence on set. His behavior reportedly made Angelica Houston cry, showcasing the emotional toll his attitude had on his co-stars. Additionally, he did not hold back in expressing his disdain for director Wes Anderson, insulting him in front of the entire crew. This kind of behavior created a tense atmosphere, overshadowing the collaborative spirit that is often essential in filmmaking. Despite his remarkable career, which included iconic roles in films like The French Connection and Unforgiven, Hackman's actions during this particular project left a lasting impression. After completing the Royal Tenenbaums, he chose to retire from acting, leaving behind a legacy of incredible performances. His decision to step away from the spotlight marked the end of an era for a talented actor who had captivated audiences for decades. Accused of serious charges, Errol Flynn faced allegations of having sexual relations with two 17-year-old girls. The scandal rocked Hollywood during a time when the actor was already a prominent figure in the film industry. Flynn denied the accusations vehemently, maintaining his innocence throughout the legal proceedings. Ultimately, he was found not guilty, which allowed him to continue his career, but the incident left a mark on his public image. Known for his charm and charisma, Flynn was also famous for his controversial quote, "I like my whiskey old, and my women young." This statement reflected his lifestyle, and the persona he cultivated as a swashbuckling hero in films. Despite the legal troubles, Flynn's talent and screen presence made him a beloved figure for many fans. His life was filled with adventure, both on and off the screen, and he remains a complex character in Hollywood history, embodying the glamour and the darker sides of fame. Known for being one of the most difficult actors to work with, Klaus Kinski had a reputation that preceded him in Hollywood. His unpredictable behavior often led to frequent blow-ups on set, making him a challenging presence for directors and co-stars alike. Despite his immense talent, Kinski's temperament created a barrier that limited his collaborations. He worked with only one director multiple times, which speaks volumes about the difficulties he posed. That director was Werner Herzog, who managed to harness Kinski's volatile energy in films like Aguirre, The Wrath of God, and Fitzcarraldo. Their tumultuous relationship became legendary, filled with both creative brilliance and intense conflict. Kinski's erratic nature often overshadowed his performances, leading many to view him as a genius plagued by his own demons. His legacy is a complex tapestry of artistic achievement intertwined with personal chaos, leaving a lasting impression on the film industry. Accused by Tippi Hedren of harassment and obsession, Alfred Hitchcock's legacy is marred by troubling allegations. Hedren, who starred in Hitchcock's films The Birds and Marnie, claimed that he exhibited controlling behavior during their working relationship. She alleged that he installed a secret door between his office and her dressing room, allowing him to monitor her without her knowledge. This invasion of privacy contributed to a tense atmosphere on set, where Hedren felt increasingly uncomfortable. The portrayal of Hitchcock in the 2012 movie, The Girl, further highlighted these issues, depicting him as a manipulative figure who exerted power over his actresses. This negative representation has led to a reevaluation of Hitchcock's contributions to cinema, as many now view his genius through the lens of his troubling behavior. The contrast between his celebrated films and the dark stories from those who worked with him raises questions about the cost of artistic brilliance and the treatment of women in Hollywood. Known for her strong presence in the film industry, Helen Mirren has made headlines not just for her acting skills, but also for her outspoken nature. She has a habit of using inappropriate language on live television, which has led to some memorable moments. One such incident occurred on Good Morning Britain, where her choice of words caused quite a stir. This incident highlighted her tendency to speak her mind without holding back, which some viewers found refreshing, while others deemed it unprofessional. Her directness often translates into responses that can be perceived as abrasive. When faced with questions, she does not shy away from giving her honest opinions, regardless of how they might be received. This candidness has earned her both admiration and criticism. While many appreciate her authenticity, others feel that her approach can be off-putting. Mirren's ability to navigate the fine line between being genuine and being too blunt has made her a polarizing figure in Hollywood. Despite the mixed reactions to her personality, her talent as an actress remains undisputed. She continues to be a significant figure in the entertainment world, captivating audiences with her performances while also stirring conversations about her public persona. During his time on Saturday Night Live, Chevy Chase earned a reputation for being rude, which has followed him throughout his career. His behavior on set was often described as difficult, and he was known for making lewd remarks towards a female writer, which created a toxic environment. This pattern of bad behavior did not end with SNL. When he starred in NBC's hit show Community, his rudeness continued to surface. Reports from the set indicated that he clashed with cast members and crew, often making inappropriate comments and displaying a lack of respect for others. His actions led to a strained atmosphere, making it challenging for those around him to work effectively. Despite his talent and contributions to comedy, these incidents have overshadowed his achievements, leading many to view him as one of the more disliked figures in Hollywood. The combination of his past behavior and the stories that emerge from his time on various projects has solidified his place in discussions about the most hated stars in Hollywood history. Reportedly, Donald Sutherland had a rule on set that crew members could not make eye contact with him. This behavior was perceived by many as an egotistical power trip. Such a rule can create a tense atmosphere on a film set, where collaboration and communication are essential for success. Sutherland, known for his impressive body of work in film and television, has often been a polarizing figure in Hollywood. While many admire his talent and contributions to cinema, this particular behavior has led some to view him as difficult to work with. The idea that a star would impose such a restriction raises questions about the dynamics between actors and crew members. It can be seen as a way to assert dominance, which can alienate those who are there to support the production. This kind of attitude can overshadow an actor's achievements and lead to a legacy that includes not just their performances, but also their reputation among peers. The impact of such behavior can linger long after the cameras stop rolling, affecting future collaborations and the overall perception of the actor in the industry. Dustin Hoffman has built a reputation in Hollywood that is as complex as the characters he portrays. Known for his intense dedication to his craft, he often demands creative control over his performances. This commitment, while admirable, has led to a perception of him as difficult to work with. Reports of screaming matches with directors have surfaced over the years, highlighting his passionate approach to filmmaking. One of the most notable instances of this was during the filming of Kramer vs. Kramer, where his treatment of co-star Meryl Streep became a topic of controversy. Their interactions on set were marked by tension, as Hoffman pushed for authenticity in their scenes, sometimes at the expense of a harmonious working environment. While many admire his talent and contributions to cinema, these behind-the-scenes stories have contributed to a mixed legacy. Hoffman's fierce pursuit of excellence has left an indelible mark on Hollywood, but it has also sparked discussions about the cost of such dedication in the collaborative world of film. Considered one of the most talented actors of his time, Marlon Brando was also known for his eccentric behavior and difficult nature. His reputation for being hard to work with was well documented, and he often made headlines for his unusual demands. One of the most notable moments in his career came when he turned down an Academy Award for his iconic role in The Godfather. This act of defiance shocked many in Hollywood and showcased his complex relationship with the industry. Brando's demands extended beyond just refusing awards. He famously asked for a staggering $10 million for a mere 4-minute appearance in Superman. This outrageous request highlighted his belief in his own worth and the power he held as a star. Additionally, he had some peculiar ways of communicating with directors. For instance, he once insisted on responding to director Frank Oz in a Miss Piggy voice, which left many baffled. These instances contributed to his image as a difficult star, making him a controversial figure in Hollywood